gets to people that you give a fuck about. So please, Faith, end this segment. But I hate you too. Come on. No.
Be honest.
Why would you talk exactly?
You were trying to prove a point with me. That's what you were trying.
Flashback to week 9 after party. Earlier on that day, Faith has maintained his no talking mood and has just been keeping to himself, decided to even go pack his bags, making the viewers tense, the housemates suspecting what's going on, and still trying to take a voluntary exit. Packed his bags, went to his locker, did a sign out, after which he proceeded to go take care of the toilet and bathroom, which he had earlier on refused, or not even refused. So the house head of house that week was Sultana, okay? And Sultana decided to share chores. And due to Faith wasn't talking to the housemate, he wasn't responding to questions, only talking at the arena. Sultana insisted that Faith should do toilet and bathroom, and Faith just gave her middle finger and left. Well, fast forward to after party. So K-Baba made fried rice for the housemates, but Faith was, trying to maintain one-man army, decided to make his own food by preparing noodles. Even when Mensan came into the kitchen and tried helping out, he told Mensan to stay off. And Mensan was even trying to help, telling him, turn your noodles, it's beginning to burn, okay? And he was using, mind you, all of this, he wasn't talking at this point. He was just using sign language to communicate. Well, just when he was done cooking and decided to eat, here comes Sultana. Mind you, earlier on, Sultana has insisted, in fact, because Sultana told the housemaid that if Faith decides to keep to himself, not talk to anybody, she's going to seize all of that food that Faith eats. We all know Faith wasn't much of, he was a picky eater, so he didn't eat most of the things being supplied in the house. So those little ones, Sultana was like, she will pack them, go hide them, and Faith will be left with nothing. So everyone was surprised when after the Saturday party, here comes Sultana asking Faith for a cigarette. Remember, at this point, Faith was still not talking to anyone. Well, Sultana kept insisting that Faith must talk to her, because Faith was kind of using body language to tell her, oh, go upstairs, ask this person, oh, I don't have, or wait till when I'm done eating. Well, Sultana said no, she's not going to wait for you to finish eating. Why don't you just leave your noodles and come give me cigarettes? That isn't something that will take time. You just give it to me, you come back and continue eating. And Faith was like, can you just relax and wait till I'm done? You all know how stubborn Sultana can be. Well, Sultana kept on pushing, and the next thing, Faith started talking. I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate you. You know that the only way you get to me is by making me angry, and then I'll be forced to talk. This is the same Faith where Mensan don't try. Mensan tried everything possible to make sure that Faith talks. Faith didn't talk, and now, babe, don't come. You don't begin the talk. What a man doing follow man? I beg. Faith then proceeded to tell Sultana that with the whole toilet duty thing, that you wanted to just prove a point by assigning that to him, because that wasn't the only chores left in the house, but you did that intentionally in order to prove a point. Well, Sultana said no, that she saw by her late father's grave, that she wasn't trying to prove any points. Although Faith kept insisting that Sultana knows what she was doing. And Faith told her how annoying she could be, starting from when she decided to create a hole in her socks and still proceed in his socks and still proceed to wear the socks just for him to still see it. Well, Faith then told Sultana that, you know what, after all of this, that he does not even have a secret. Well, Sultana told him that it was nice talking to him, that is not a waste of convo. And for Faith, he said it wasn't nice talking to Sultana. Well, Sultana then told him, see, you have pride, just accept that it was nice speaking with me. I made you talk. But Faith was like, you made me talk. That you see this whole thing of keeping quiet, that you all think he's putting up a show, right? But this is him. That outside of here, he actually dated she actually had a girlfriend that annoyed him at one point, and they were staying in the same house, and for 2 weeks he did not speak to this girl, because why will you intentionally annoy me and want me to still talk to you? And that's one thing that goes on in this house, that he hates it in here, that in fact he will decide to keep mute and they'll still be the one to bring the conversation back to him. That he does not initiate these conversations. And honestly, can't you see what happened with Mensa? He was just in the kitchen, still keeping mute, Mensa was still trying to make him talk. So I agree with him in that aspect. Anyways, Faith also said that in fact the housemate does not deserve to be in the same space with him. And at that moment, Sultana now told him about what he did that she didn't really find funny. In fact, that it got her angry. That's the week you said we were looking for the best contenders to challenge you in the HOH Challenger game. You picked Thelma, you did not pick me. You went for the rest of top contenders meal. And Faith then told Sultana, say that game wasn't for you. Had it been you even played, you couldn't have been able to play the second one because you won't be able to move your nyash that very fast. And Sultana was like, no, don't say that. I can actually move this. It was such a funny night though, but the beauty of it was that at least Faith started talking again to the housemates. The conversation then moved towards the housemates and everything involved. And Sultana mentioned to Faith that it was in this house she realized she can actually balance shit. That you can imagine how during the first game how the housemates were complimenting her on having a very straight and steady hands, not knowing that she never knew she could do such thing until that game happened. And Faith then told her honestly that in this house, what he has observed is that there are skills that are transfer that your what he observes that your skills, the ones you already have, you can transfer them into something similar. That someone like him, that this whole speaking thing, oratory, he never knew he was good in it. That he actually did school debates in secondary school, primary school, but after then, started doing medicine, practicing as a doctor, no time for public speaking and all of that. But coming into this house and seeing the compliments he gets for any time he speaks, housemate, both from housemates and big brother, that in fact he's looking into exploring that side of him. They also talked about ships and everything in between, situationship, relationship, anything ship. And Faith said he was surprised when Ibuka came on a live show and started asking him and started saying that Faith has been prophesying love to Joanna. And I was like, at that point, he wanted to even ask Ibuka, like, when, how. That he then turned to Sultana, telling Sultana, the first day I talked about Joanna was with you, what did I say? And Sultana said, you actually said she's fine, she's your spec, and you would like to F her. Faith was like, that's it. And I'm like, eh? Make beauty queen not hear this one, no. Well, I guess Joanna actually have an idea of who Faith is. In fact, the whole having two ladies go down extracurriculum at the same time thing, not getting married, Joanna knows all about that. In fact, that was why when Joanna and Daddy were in their special room, Joanna was telling Daddy how weird Faith could be. Anyway, guys, their conversation ended in a hug, and from there, Faith then started speaking to the rest of the housemates. Dr. Faith, I miss you, Shad. Faith was indeed a character. I miss having Faith on my screen, guys.
No. I know when I need something and I'm saying please. Okay.
You made me talk. Fuck you.
No.
You know what you did this morning was intentional.
No.
The toilet was not the last thing on that list. You and I knew it. It wasn't the only thing on this. Oh, because everybody here is fucking pissing me off. I hate this place. I mean it.